CNN came, I began doing advocacy work for Palestinian people.
Right.
Not instead of African people.
Right.
But along with them. There is, I wish we had more time. I went to Palestine initially as just doing research. And I study, again, people don't realize this, as an anthropologist, my interest is in sort of cultural connections of African people throughout the diaspora. There is a huge African presence in Israel, in Palestine, in historic Palestine, in the country of Israel, however you want to describe it. There's African people everywhere. As our Israelites brothers would say, that's Northeast Africa, right? It's not Europe. It's not the Middle East, which is a naval term created in 1902 by a British naval officer. It's Northeast Africa. It sits on the African tectonic plate. So when I'm studying Palestine, I'm studying Africa.
Right.
But I'm not just studying, but that's just not some abstract argument.
Right.
I'm in Jerusalem with the Afro-Palestinian community, studying them. I'm studying the Africans in Jericho. I'm studying the Hebrew Israelites. In fact, I'm finishing a film. I'm going to send you a clip of it. I'm going to send you a piece of it too, Saneter, of a film I'm working on right now called Black in the Holy, and looking partly at the Ben Ami, Ben Israel community who left Chicago in 1967, went to Liberia for a brief respite, and then ended up in Dimona.
In Dimona, City of Peace.
Exactly. So I'm studying these folks. I'm studying people from Eritrea and Sudan, asylum seekers, who are trying to make a way in Israel, which is supposed to be a democracy, and they're supposed to allow refugees, right? I'm studying Ethiopians who left in 84, 85, first, airlifted, right? Operation Moses, Operation Solomon, Operation Joshua later, to come into Israel, but they were not received as Jewish.
That's right.
They had to get recircumcised. They had to take symbolic conversions. They had to go to absorption centers. And they were told that they were not Jewish. And despite the fact that their form of Judaism, which is temple worship, is much older than the rabbinical forms of Judaism practiced by the Europeans who were in charge of the immigration department in Israel, or the rabbinate, right? So now what we learn from Church of Practical Knowledge and Universal Knowledge, Church of what we used to call the Israeli Church, what we learn from the Hebrew Israelites, what we learn from Yahweh ben Yahweh's people, from Ben Ami ben Israel's people, what we learn from the Nubian Islamic Hebrews, what I'm learning from the 5%. All this stuff is coming to bring something to bear on the scholarly university stuff that I'm doing. And so I'm trying to leverage these traditions to figure out what it means to be African everywhere. That's the story I'm telling.